Developing situation as Cleveland Browns training camp is now open.
It's not necessarily a good look. Evaluating circumstances there.
Is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
What I say, you never bring your proofs or anything. You just either call me Cap.
Haters are absolutely stunned as Shedeur Sanders just got targeted with blatantly racist remarks by Mary Kay Cabot. And yes, it all went down on July 18th during the Browns quarterback minicamp. What should have been a normal rookie media session spiraled into a firestorm, all because a veteran reporter crossed the line with a question that had nothing to do with football. The internet is on fire because Shedeur is not just another rookie, he's the star of game.
Now, I'm here to tell y'all all that is bullshit, bro. Come on, man. This gotta be nonsense. So
It all started with one question, one sentence from Mary Kay Cabot. And just like that, the internet exploded. She wasn't asking about Shedeur's progress in minicamp. She wasn't curious about how the rookie was adjusting to the Browns playbook. She looked him dead in the eye and asked about his father's health, Deion Sanders, a personal, emotional, and completely irrelevant topic to Shedeur's NFL debut.
And when it comes to Mary Kay, I don't know how that alleged tweaker got a job with a professional organization. Forget about football.
The backlash was immediate, and it wasn't just noise. It was coming from fans, former players, respected analysts, all saying the same thing. This was out of line, but the issue went deeper because that one question wasn't just a slip-up, it was a spark. One that reignited years of frustration around how the media treats confident young black quarterbacks, especially when those QBs don't fit into their neat little box of how humble or grateful they're supposed to act.
Mary Kay, can you cut the crap?
See, other rookie quarterbacks, they were asked about training camp battles, offensive chemistry, or learning the playbook. Football questions. Shedeur, he got hit with an emotional landmine, and when he didn't flinch, when he calmly redirected the conversation back to football, it only made the media more irritated. Like they didn't get the reaction they came for. Like they couldn't control the narrative, because that's what this was really about, control.
Mary Kay Cabot, I've been showing proof, has been lying, saying salacious things.
Play or any part of the, this job.
It's real fun having those guys in the room though, because we all.
Mary Kay Cabot isn't just any reporter. She's one of the most recognized voices covering the Cleveland Browns. She's been around for decades. She shapes headlines, and she's been called out before, not just for aggressive reporting, but for the kind of stories she chooses to amplify. Take a look back. Speeding tickets suddenly become national talking points. Missed reps in practice get twisted into attitude problems. And somehow, it's almost always the black quarterbacks who end up under her microscope. This isn't just one bad question, it's a pattern, a blueprint.
Shedeur, who's been presenting himself as a level-headed guy, a leader of men, he's the trash guy.
When people say Shedeur is being targeted, they're not exaggerating. They're connecting the dots. Cam Newton was once torn apart for smiling too much. Lamar Jackson got clowned for not being polished. And now Shedeur is arrogant because he wears designer watches and refuses to be shaken by a passive-aggressive press question. And if you're tired of seeing confident black athletes get torn down for simply owning their greatness, hit that subscribe button right now. We're here to call it out. And let's be honest, this is the same script recycled again and again. A young black quarterback walks in with confidence, and suddenly the media wants to break him down, label him, humble him. It's not enough to ask about his game. They want to strip the shine off his image. But this time, it backfired.
Really, really smart. He understands the game of football and the position. So he's kind of ahead of the curve in terms of how he's picking up the game. And
because Shedeur didn't fold, he didn't snap back, he didn't even seem surprised. He just kept it cool, the way Deion raised him to, and that's what really shocked the haters. They expected immaturity, they got grace, they expected ego, they got professionalism, and the internet saw it all.
But the media is as nasty work, bruh. Nasty work after nasty work.
Now let's not pretend this is new. Cabot's name has been trending for the wrong reasons before, but this moment, it hit different because it wasn't just about journalism, it was about respect, it was about boundaries, and most importantly, it was about how the media still can't seem to accept confident black athletes unless they play by the rules, their rules.
They proceed. So they are not hyper-focused on getting that contract signed and making sure that he reports to camp.
You can say it's just sports. You can say it's just one reporter. But the energy doesn't lie. When fans across the league are calling out racism, when former players are calling out coded language, and when respected analysts like Ryan Clark are drawing the line, you know it's bigger than just one awkward press moment. It's about who gets to ask the questions and who's always expected to answer them quietly.
How I feel like I played, I know every day there's room for improvement in a lot of different areas in my game.
And now, let's talk about the part nobody in the mainstream media wants to admit, the racial playbook. Yep, the invisible script that's been running behind the scenes in the NFL longer than most of us have been alive. You know the one where confident black quarterbacks get labeled cocky, arrogant, brash, but when a white QB chest puffs and trash talks, suddenly he's a fiery leader and ultra-competitive. Same behavior, different headline, every single time.
Continue to be a leader and continue to support your teammates and be the best player you can be on the field. So,
A fast forward to Shedeur Sanders, stylish, unbothered, media-trained to a T. He walks in with the same confidence his dad, Deion "Primetime" Sanders, made legendary, and boom, the media gets uncomfortable. Suddenly, the watch he wears is too flashy, his interviews are too smug, and his refusal to engage in nonsense? That's read as attitude, not strategy, attitude. Ryan Clark, former NFL safety and now ESPN analyst, hit the nail on the head. He didn't sugarcoat it. He called it what it was, a coded attack, a way to frame Shedeur as difficult. Before he even got a chance to start, Clark said it loud, it's about the color of his skin. And honestly, he's not wrong. It's the same language that keeps getting recycled because it works. Or at least it used to, but not...
Shedeur, who's been a professional, constant professional, every single year he's played. He doesn't disrespect anyone.
See, the fans today aren't like the fans 10 or 15 years ago. They don't just watch ESPN and call it a day. They analyze, comment, repost, expose. This new generation, they're not just consuming sports, they're challenging it in real time. They saw what happened to Cam, to Lamar, to Jameis, and they're not letting it slide with Shedeur. But let's talk about the biggest red flag in all of this, draft day.
so he's kind of ahead of the curve in terms of how he's picking up the game, and he wants more.
Shedeur Sanders, with his resume, stats, leadership, NIL success, and media presence, fell to the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft. 5th, that's not just a drop, that's a free fall. Most mock drafts had him late 2nd, maybe 3rd at worst. But 5th, after a season like his at Colorado, people started asking real questions. What changed? Was it his dad? Was it the flashy watch? Or was it something more sinister, something they couldn't say out loud but absolutely acted on? Because within weeks, a fan filed a $100 million lawsuit against the NFL alleging racial discrimination and a coordinated campaign to tank Sanders' draft stock. That lawsuit is still pending, but the mainstream media has barely covered it. Wonder why?
Your structure and foundation away from sports is just as important as when you into sports.
Whispers of blackballing started to get louder. Insiders started talking. He rubbed some people the wrong way. They didn't want another Deion in the league. Even the phrase Kaepernick energy came up. Not because Shedeur protested or kneeled, but because, like Colin, he was branded a problem before he even stepped on an NFL field. But Shedeur isn't playing by those rules, and neither are the fans anymore.
His mindset right now is a mindset built for playing on the next level, where you got coaches, 5 or 6 coaches that's going to pour into, his thoughts.
Let's be honest, Shedeur Sanders could have gone off. He really could have. If anyone had the right to snap back at that ridiculous question from Mary Kay Cabot, it was him. She came at him sideways, asking about his father's health during his first minicamp, his first official media appearance as a Cleveland Brown, a moment that should have been all about football, opportunity, and excitement. And instead, it turned into a trap. But what did Shedeur do?
A lot of aspects in football that you could get better at. It's weight room, it's knowing the plays, it's physically, it's throwing.
He leaned back in his chair, probably with that signature watch glinting under the lights, and calmly said, I'm here to talk football. That's it, not a hint of frustration, not even a smirk. Just straight business, clean, precise, ice cold. No rant, no headlines, no viral rookie meltdown for the media to spin into chaos. He gave them nothing. And that's exactly why people started saying, yo, this kid's different. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get more updates.